plays the vinyl record player in the back of me. This is Pastor John, also known as Gilead 7, Echoes of Oratory Music, Tomorrow Kings, Crystal Radio, and right now we're talking about VirgoTwins. Now we're covering the song Empath featuring Seven Santana. Really glad to talk about this particular track, and it's maybe the shortest talk of all. Well, I've been lying, so by now you know not to believe that shit. But so yeah, there are a few things to talk about when it comes to this song, Empath. What is the song talking about? Or what is one of the things it revolves around? I had an experience where I have a cool little studio room in my house, and it's covered with a variety of art, books, all that. I kind of have it set up as a sort of aesthetic sanctuary of types. And yeah, this is my room where I go and I just zone out. I record in there. Sometimes I lie down. I have a couch in there, read books in there, all that kind of stuff like that. And just think. Lovely view of the city from the window. But I was in there one day and I was zoning out to something, and I saw a waterbug just looking up at me, antennas pointed, and I moved toward it because my objective many times is not to kill non-human entities, but to get them out of the house. But you know, water bugs are fast sometimes, and I just couldn't get the water bug out. And the water bug wound up crawling under something, and next day, I guess the bug's gone. Right back there again, I said, there the water bug is again, and attempts to get the water bug out wouldn't work, and that happened for a good 2 weeks, I think, until I finally captured the water bug and escorted them outside. So when I got this batch of beats, I was thinking about what had happened in those 2 weeks, and I was imagining what kind of conversations was I having with the water bug as we were going through this. And so in the fashion of discussion, debate type of thing that we saw with Othello's children in the New World, check that video out. Video's out right now. I did another song in that vein, and shout out to people like Breeze Bruin, who has been famous for doing this in a very skilled way. I also think back to Future Shock. I mentioned Future Shock, one of the sub crews in the Tonal Rats on the track on the album Remember the Future. They did some of this. Different people have, and but I wanted to do that in my own way. This is kind of how the song came about, my own distinct imprint on this type of songwriting.
Be me.
Why would you want to hurt me? I'm crawling on 6 legs, searching for mercy, cursing the egg that birthed me. Echo hunger, I'm thirsty. Feels like a loony bin in this room, he trapped me in. I whisper out of sight, it's on when he shut off lights. Ironic, really, in art galleries of marble, he walk on and take for granted, cause he can't see it from my vantage. I stay pennant, the penance of microbes that bind to my soul, forbid that I fold, survive.
So there are a few other aesthetic pieces that come into play with this too. The beat is something you can double time on. And being a Chicagoan, now different people have different histories with double time emceeing. And shout out to Twister, who has been the purveyor of that style in the Midwest. Of course, we know that this happens in its own way on the West Coast from the Project Blowcast, particularly Freestyle Fellowship. Sometimes in the West Coast, it's referred to as chopping. So sometimes in the Midwest we call it flipping. There are various terms for it, but the beat put me in a mode of that, and I said, well, let's song features Jessica Santana, who I've known for a long time. I know her as Seven Santana, which is how she's credited on the record. We go back to the square one, young Chicago Walter days. We would run into each other at open mics and just vibe out because we both had the name, the number 7 in our aliases. So we always talked about working together, never did. And after that period, you know, just a long time ago, that was early 2000s, kept in contact, and I hit her up when I had, because we've been trying to work together. When I thought about this song, I'm like, Seven Santana would be dope for this. Just this pensive, melancholy, deep thought type of song. And so Seven on the hook plays the character of the waterbug, and in the verses I kind of switch between the waterbug and myself. But Seven in the hooks, especially the last hook, goes on and just narrates a bit more of this, and it's really, really dope the way it came out.
Flee me. Can't understand why you can't see me. Did not think it would get to this degree. I'm understanding this is not my.
So as we were kind of talking more about the song, and when the song was finished and Boricua Sandy killed the beat, really, really appropriate for the concepts that Seven and I approached on this track. So shout out to her for providing that soundscape. We were talking, Seven and I, and she said to even go further, this song sort of reminds me of an abusive relationship. And I said, that's interesting. That is interesting. So as you listen to the song when it comes out on the 21st, that's something to keep in mind. What does this song say about toxic relationships, and what can it say? I'm actually looking at a Paul Ricoeur book right now, The Rule of Metaphor, on my shelf, and Ricoeur has this notion of what does a text say? Asking the question, what does a text say? And some of his work pretty much implies that texts don't really say anything. We say what we want a text to say based on how we manipulate it through interpretation, which is something that's inevitable. So whatever you do with that, do it. I'd be interested to hear. But yeah, this song in some ways also refers to Sandy and I are both plant-based in our eating choices and our life choices. And this song in some ways put me in the mind of articulating that alongside this conversation about, well, why do I need to hurt non-humanities who aren't hurting me? How has this humanocentric view of the world conditioned my interaction with waterbug entities who feel, and who, as Karen Korsgaard would argue in her work, are ends in themselves, not means to ends, and not disposable.
Oh, there it is again. Thought I was daydreaming when I was seeing the shadow run nigga to the breezeway. This won't be easy. Getting a waterbug out is an obstacle course. She run with pins drop on the floor, a locker and blocking the door. Towel for the bottom, don't look back like Sodom. Why blink? I almost caught her, don't wanna kill her, just wanna toss her. Outside of my house, pop for my spouse, I probably never have. I severed cat, there is planarian, or homo sapien rappers for nothing but inquisition. But these days, I wanna do better. Easy to squash, but how's that clever? Me culpa for not careful cleaning under the cupboard, now we stuck with each other.
Flee me. Can't understand why you can't